There are 4 ayes, 6 nays.
That item fails.
And with that vote, the issue of rent stabilization, otherwise known as rent control, will not go to Minneapolis voters this fall. That is news in and of itself. But at issue for a lot of people tonight is that the Minneapolis City Council voted on that today at all, as today is Eid, a major Muslim holiday. And on the Minneapolis City Council, we have 3 Muslim council members who weren't there today. They were honoring this major religious holiday with their family and community. All 3 who were absent would have voted for moving rent stabilization policy forward. So essentially, it failed today because those members were not there to vote. And the fact that the vote happened at all without them did not sit well with several council members who were present today.
But because a council meeting was moved from Thursday to Wednesday without Muslim council members being consulted with, or Muslim staff in the city of Minneapolis being consulted with, we aren't able to discuss rent stabilization for the rest of the year. That is just shocking to me. And I hope, Council President, that you can fix this for us. And I hope that we can stand for your leadership, because this is just wrong. And it's frustrating, and it makes me angry, because 3 Muslim council members can't be here voting in favor of a policy they support.
That was Council Member Jason Chavez. He was joined by Council Member Elliot Payne in his outrage that the council leadership didn't reschedule today's vote. Here is what council leadership, President Andrea Jenkins, had to say.
We made every attempt to try to accommodate the Muslim members of our council, which is why we are meeting on this day. And then subsequently, I am not a Muslim, so I don't know how that calendar works. However, it turned out that Eid fell on this day. And so it's deeply unfortunate, and we have to move forward with the work of the City Council.
So why were they meeting today? Here's the story. The council voted last year on its schedule of meetings, and everybody agreed to it. But Muslim holidays are based on a lunar calendar, and dates of holidays can change. Last year, when they voted on it, the thought was that Eid would be tomorrow, which is why the meeting was scheduled for today last year. But last week, it was determined by the lunar calendar that Eid is today. So why wasn't it moved once that was known? Here's what the city clerk had to say.
This one unfortunately got missed, and by the time it was brought to my attention, which was Monday afternoon this week, it was too late for us to change the calendar, because under state law, we must give a minimum of 3 days notice to change a meeting. By Monday afternoon, we didn't have 3 dates to change the schedule.
So to recap, the vote happened this morning. Without the Muslim members who were in support of it, it failed. I also asked Council President Jenkins, why didn't the vote just get postponed in the meeting? Just hold off on that vote, still have your meeting. She told me she thinks that could have been possible, but no one at the council meeting today thought to propose that. Those 3 Muslim members who were absent, Jamal Osman, Jeremiah Ellison, and Aisha Chugtai, released a joint statement tonight saying, quote, "It is common practice for council leadership to reschedule meetings that conflict with major holidays." They also added they felt council should have rescheduled today's vote, and they'll have more to say on this at a later time.